You know, if you didn't keep announcing it, I would have never known you were a noble. Ignorant animal. And why is that, pray tell? Because you forget, I spent most of my life a slave to Montel. I've been cut and slashed by more nobles than you can count. And at least they know how to use a sword properly. I'd like to see you try and say that again when my sword is lodged into your throat. You know, we probably ain't all that different, you and I, Mr. Remus. It seems like we're both just cheap toys that are easily picked up and discarded by Frey at her whim. And you say I'm the mangy beast, but you're the one who comes running to her lap whenever she calls, don't you? And you think you have it all figured out, don't you? Keep talking, Bullman. It'll only slow you down. And you know what? You may be right. But as long as I have a mansion to live in and a mountain of gold to spend, I can care less what my whore wife does with her half-bloods. She even lets me torture them when she's finished. But you? For some reason, you're just so special. Duke this, Duke that. Remus, go catch me another half-bull. Remus, go fetch Duke for me. She probably named you Duke because it fills that sick, twisted fantasy of hers. But if her Duke were to be reduced to nothing but a skull with horns, I think she'll get a fast snap back to reality. And I can secure a place in her noble line forever, with no hindrances like her spare piece of half-bull meat. I can care less about Frey. In fact, if I didn't have my uses for her, I'd just kill her off and take her title myself. But killing a noble would be difficult to pull off. So instead, I'll just stick with getting rid of her old, useless half-blood fuck toy. Work smarter, not harder. You can go home and tell that crazy bitch that I wish she was dead, and she's never getting close to me or the ones I love ever again. Oh, well, I'm sure she won't, because by the time I get back, your body will have sailed downstream and belonged to the ocean. And you know, it makes me think. Maybe all those years ago, if you just did what she told you to without fighting back, she might not have thrown a tantrum and had your real biological parents thrown into the arena. But don't worry, this is where you die, Duke. Huh. There goes your sword. Now, what was that about you cutting my throat? A strategic distraction. I just had to get close enough to put the paint on you. Saza Galebra! Wait, what? No! No! You used magic! Yeah. At what point in my monologue did you think I was going to fight fair? I'm sure you're familiar with the Collar of Domination. One of the few things my patroness, Lady Circe, has handed down to me. You've escaped Montel once, but no one ever truly escapes, Duke. No, darling, you have to... God. Sorry to cut your last words short, but I think I have a throat to be cutting. Good riddance, you oversized pest. May your death bring a great fortune to me. Huh? Wait, what's going on with the water? Why is it Rising? Wait. It's you. With that book. It's like Circe's. I should have known to start with the mage. Oh, you're a disgrace to all humans who bear magic, handed down to us by... You get away from them. He's gone. Now. He won't be able to hurt us anymore. I had hoped it wouldn't have had to come to this. But I don't think he could chase us any longer after being pinned to the tree with my horns. I didn't want to kill. Not again. Not after the arena. But I finally found something worth protecting with my life. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna let this world take everything I love from me. Not now. Not ever. Never again. You hear that, world? Never again. Wait. Did I half out just then? But it wasn't a full moon. And there wasn't any Maliscythe. How is that possible? It isn't, unless... I finally found a reason to risk my life. I thought that was going to be my last moment, and I wasn't about to let him hurt you. I couldn't. I just had to. And... and I did. Oh, darling, I don't ever want to live in a world where you aren't in it. I've waited my whole life to meet a person like you, as kind, as loving. And there wasn't one in this world, and so a god plucked you from another one and put you here with me. I believe that. Wherever you go, I'll be by your side. In this world, in yours, I don't care. I'm yours until the end of time. My heart has known that, my mind knows that, and now even my body does. And I'll do anything to keep you safe. Always. Now, let's leave Mr. Remus to the crows. Like he said, by the time anyone figures out, the river will have him long into the ocean. Let's go home, my darling. Darling, hey, I really appreciate you patching me up, but you know you don't have to do that. I've been through worse for less. But, thank you. I'm glad some of those healers here had those blue flowers tucked away for us. I thought after I met you that I might have been able to put my past behind me for good and start anew. But it seems like life always has a way of catching back up to you, no matter how far you run. If it wasn't for you casting that spell, I would be gone. You saved me, darling. You saved my life. I think you have a habit about doing that these days, saving my life. You've already done it once before. You took this lonely bull man and gave him a new look on life. A reason to live and not be consumed by his past. And then you literally saved my life, like with all your magic-y stuff. Now you got me kind of glad that we started reading that book together. Well, hindsight's better on all that. But I know that probably won't be the last time we need to defend ourselves. So that book might come in handy. This world is cruel, darling. Let's make it a little better. For us. Together. I love you, darling. I love you.